Sam, how you feeling after that game, and what did you take from it?
Honestly, I thought it was really good for me, the team as a whole. You know, we saw what we could do in the second half. You know, and there's a lot of things I got to clean up. Quite frankly, you know, I didn't play very well, and take a lot of things on me. And you know, but as soon as I can clean up, just knowing the game plan better and fixing my footwork, being more calm. You know, it's a lot of the same things that was early in the season last year. So I'm just excited to go to work and fix it up.
Do you think your team established something of an identity in the second half the way you successfully managed?
Yeah, it was really good to see our backs grinding out there. Guys who haven't played on this team like that, and really toted the rock. And up front, we're pushing big guys in the SEC. So I was really proud of them, and I just got to step up on mine.
Sam, Coach talked yesterday about getting you in rhythm early in the game. What do you think it takes to get you into a rhythm for the game early?
I feel like for me, I just got to know the game plan better. Know every in and out within it. I spent a lot of time, studying the defense we were going up against. And last year, I remember I did the same thing, and I kind of laid back on, watching film and more diving into what we need to do as an offense. Now I started playing better, and as a team, we kind of came along more like that. So just to get in rhythm, I think I just got to start, banging stuff early, playing underneath, and then eventually work down the field as the game goes on. Kind of like, Coach Arroyo phrased it pretty well in basketball. When you come out, just pulling, deep threes, you're getting to the rack and getting a free throw, so stuff like that.
Have you felt the difference with the expectations being kind of so high on you and the team this year? And last year, you guys were just kind of like the underdogs.
Yeah, you feel it a little bit, but you got to push that stuff to the side. It doesn't apply when it comes to game day.
Sam, yesterday when Kenny was talking, he talked about how no matter win or loss, he wouldn't trade you for any other quarterback in the country. How much confidence is that instilling you to just go out and play free, knowing that he's behind you no matter what?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to hear. That's my dog. But I got to have that confidence in myself, and that's something that's never wavered within me. And I just got to hone in. I do this for me at the end of the day, and for my team and everybody around me. So I don't really care about the outside noise. It's one game. I'm not tripping at all.
What do you think about this Texas State team from last year?
They play really hard. They bring a lot of pressures. Good team, work together. So I'm excited about it.
What do you think you've learned about this offense 2 games into the season?
We can be really dynamic, and we run the ball really well. We got to fix up things, formational, just alignment, getting set early on the game, just communication, and we got a new center, new running backs, new wideouts, so we're only going to get better from here.
Kenny talked yesterday about trying to get more guys involved in the offense instead of just Jordan Tyson. And as the quarterback, the kind of guy to do that. Can you talk about the need to do that?
Yeah, I just gotta start feeding the ball to my other guys and trusting them to make plays and trusting them to play overall. And just in terms of packaging, not putting everything on Zero's hands. So it's gonna be within the game plan and myself just feeding them the rock.
Is your defensive approach look similar to what you faced last year?
Yeah.
Sam, at halftime of that game Saturday, are you stunned that it's been to that point that hard to get the passing game going?
I mean, you don't really view it like that. It's just like, dang, we're not getting things going. We got to get it back. We got to find a way to get that, whatever it takes. And if that means that we got to run the ball 40 times, I don't know the exact number we did, but ran it a whole bunch. So you just find your way to grind through that stuff. And we got a really tough team. I was proud of the way we fought back. I'm able to look at those guys in the eyes on the sideline, and they got full belief in me, and I got full belief in them. So it was really good to see going into a hostile environment on the road and coming back and almost winning the game.
Do you think, if nothing else, after 2 weeks, anybody that thought what this running game is going to look like without Scatterboo, that you guys really answered that after the performance last week and the week before?
Do I think that?
Yeah, that the running game really is performing at a high level that maybe some people doubted in the preseason?
Yeah, I really don't care what anybody says. I'm going to be honest. I'm here to play for my team, and I don't really care what the media says. So I knew that we had a good running game, and we showed it.
Hey Sam, did you get a chance to watch Scott's NFL debut on Sunday?
I didn't watch much of it. I was pretty dialed in on focusing, coming off that loss. So.
Sam, how will playing in an atmosphere like you did Saturday prepare you guys for the rest of the season? How did you imagine a louder, tougher atmosphere?
Yeah, it was really good. And like I said, for us to come out in the second half like that, the fans are juiced, cowbells are going. I couldn't hear much. We had some pre-snap penalties, post-snap penalties as well. So it was really good for us to have. And now moving forward, going on the road, we're going to be prepared for that situation.
Sam, what are the differences processing a game when it's a loss versus a win?
No, you try not to view it differently, but it definitely gives you more motivation. It makes you lock in on what I didn't do well. You know, really focusing, trying to listen more to people, trying to figure out what I need to do as an individual and as a teammate. So you kind of just hone in on things. You know, when you get the win, you can kind of flush certain things that didn't go well because you're like, well, whatever, we got the win. So you don't lock in on, you know, little details like that, splits, you know, pre-snap penalties, you know, knowing the game plan in and out. So things like that, they show up in a loss, and then you're able to come back. So that's why, you know, I'm honestly glad that it happened for me and the team. You know, it's going to benefit us in the long run.
Sam, with all these new players, you've kind of had to take on more responsibility, especially at the line of scrimmage, with setting protections and just having the ball in your hands in early downs. Has that kind of been a learning curve for you through these first 2 games?
Yeah, for sure. You know, something that I've never done before. You know, I got to get better at it. I'm going to continue to get better at it. Me, Coach Arroyo, and the boys are going to dial it in, and I'm excited to see our growth.
Sounds good.